Long, long ago, there lived a rich man in a faraway town. He had 7 sons. The 7 boys never got along. They always quarreled, even for the smallest thing.
That's my book. No, it's mine. Stop it, you two. You're tearing my book.
The boys fought all day and night.
You're silly. No, you're silly. You both are silly.
The man always worried about his sons.
I wish my sons wouldn't fight. They are real brothers. I must teach them how important it is for them to be united.
The next day, the man took his sons to a park.
Look, sons, there's a bundle of sticks lying there. Can you bring one each?
Yes, Father.
Each son picked up a stick and took it to their father.
Very good. Now tell me, which one of you can break your stick?
I can. So can I.
All the 7 boys broke the sticks very easily.
Well done, boys. Now you all must pick up 2 sticks.
And so the 7 boys went to the bundle and picked up 2 sticks each.
Look, Father, we got 2 sticks each now.
Very good. Now let me see which one of you can break both the sticks while holding them together.
All the 7 boys caught the 2 sticks together, and then they tried breaking them into 2.
This is very difficult. I can't do it. Nor can I. None of us can break our sticks either.
The 7 boys then went up to their father.
We're sorry, Father, but none of us were able to break the 2 sticks when they were together. Yes, Father, we tried really hard.
Sons, can you tell me why you think that happened? Or how the sticks felt when you tried to break them together?
The sticks felt stronger when they were together, Father. That's why we couldn't break them.
You are right, my sons. The sticks were stronger when they were together, and you will all be stronger when you are united. No one will be able to harm you if you stay together. But if you keep fighting with each other, you'll be weak, like a single stick.
You are right, Father. We'll be stronger if we are together. Come on, brothers. Let's stay together. No one will be able to harm us that way.
And so the 7 sons always stayed united. They never fought with each other ever again. The new girl in school. Tina was a pretty little girl. She was very bright and did very well at school. But Tina was also very proud.
Ha ha! I'm the only one who's got a star in today's test. No one else has.
All the girls in Tina's class wanted to be friends with her.
Tina, can we sit next to you? Okay.
Tina liked the attention everyone gave her.
Everyone, look at the pictures of my holiday. Don't I look pretty?
But one day, a new girl joined Tina's class. Her name was Maya, and she was kind, polite, and friendly. Hi, everyone. My name is Maya. Can we all play together?
Huh?
Tina didn't like Maya at all.
I don't like Maya. I don't want her to play with us or sit with us.
Huh? So no one invited Maya to sit with them, and no one asked her to play. Maya's father was a wildlife photographer, and because of his job, Maya had lived in many countries. She had also done many interesting things and had been to many beautiful places. Maya tried to be nice to Tina, but Tina was always rude to her. Hi, Tina. Can we play together? I can show you some new games.
No, go away.
Huh? One day, the class teacher made an announcement. Children, we're having a competition today. It will have 3 rounds. Whoever wins all the rounds will win a prize.
Hooray!
Everyone was very excited about the competition, but Tina was sure that she would win.
I'm the best student in the class. I'll surely win the prize.
The competition began. All right, children, we're going to have a quiz now. Tell me the names of 2 black and white animals.
I
know, the zebra and the giant panda. That's correct. In the next round, the teacher asked the girls to draw pictures. Both Tina and Maya drew very nicely, but the judges selected Maya's drawing as the best. Tina and Maya have both drawn very nicely, but the winner of this round is Maya.
Huh?
In the last round, the teacher asked Tina and Maya to recite poems.
Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea-green boat. And the winner of this round, too, is Maya.
Hooray! Huh?
And so Maya won all the rounds of the competition. Congratulations, Maya. You are the winner. Maya's prize was a basket of delicious chocolates. She happily shared them with all the girls in the class. Tina, you must share my prize too. Tina realized that Maya was being kind to her, even though she hadn't behaved nicely.
I'm sorry, Maya. I was proud and mean. Please forgive me.
Oh, let's forget about it and be friends. And so Tina and Maya became very good friends. They played together and often sat with each other. And Tina made sure that she was never proud again. She had understood that it's always better to be humble, as there's always someone who's better than us. Benny was a donkey. His master was a farmer. Even though the farmer always wished Benny well, Benny never listened to him. One day, the farmer had to travel across a high mountain. Climbing the mountain has been very tough, Master. I hope it will be easier for us to go down. But the other side of the mountain was even steeper, and that made going down the mountain even more difficult. Let's look for a shortcut, Master, and if we find one, we'll be able to go faster.
No, Benny. Let's stick to this path. It will take longer, but we will be much safer.
After some time, Benny and the farmer reached a cliff, and Benny stopped to see what was below. Ah, there's a meadow down there. It's full of green grass. I can see some bales of golden hay, too. I want to go down immediately and enjoy them all.
Huh? What?
Yes, Master. If I jump off this cliff, we'll reach the meadow in no time.
You'll be very silly if you jump off the cliff, Benny, but I'm not foolish. And so I'll walk down the mountain no matter how long it takes. Goodbye.
And so the farmer walked down the mountain on his own. But Benny decided to jump off the cliff even though the farmer had warned him not to. 1, 2, 3, jump! Eow! Luckily for Benny, he landed on a bale of hay. He didn't die, but he hurt himself too much. Ow! I wish I had listened to my master. He He wished me well. I'm never going to make the mistake of not listening to him again." And so, Benny stopped being silly, and he also made sure that he always listened to those who cared about him. Long, long ago, there lived an old woman. She had a little calf whom she had named Danny. The old woman was very poor, but she took good care of Danny. And even though Danny wanted to help out, she didn't let him work when he was little. Danny grew up in the old woman's care, and soon he grew into a strong and handsome bull. One day,
Oh no, there's no money left in my money box. I must find some work soon, or else I'll have no food to eat.
Huh? My lady's in trouble. I must help her and earn some money for her. After all, she's been so kind to me.
So Danny left for the market. He hoped to find some work there. On the way, Danny passed by the riverbank. There was a caravan there. It had 100 carts. Danny noticed that the young bulls there were having trouble pulling them.
These carts do look heavy, but I think I'm strong enough to pull them.
Danny then went to the owner of the carts.
Good morning, mister. My name is Danny. I'd like to pull your carts. You can pay me whatever you like. I need the money for my lady.
The carts are very heavy, Danny, but I have to send them to the market right away. But if you think you can pull the carts, I'll let you try.
So Danny went toward the carts, and he pulled it with all his strength. And to everyone's surprise, Danny took the cart with him. Danny walked on with the heavy cart, and he reached the market in no time.
Thank you, Danny. You have done what no one else could do, and you have saved me from a lot of trouble. As a reward, I would like to give you this bag of gold coins.
Danny was so happy that he ran to the old woman's house with a bag of gold coins around his neck.
My lady, these gold coins are for you. Please take them.
Huh? How did you get these coins, Danny?
Danny earned them. He pulled 100 heavy carts today just because he wanted to earn some money for you.
Is that so, Danny?
Yes, my lady. I don't want you to work anymore or worry that you'll ever go hungry.
And so the old woman didn't have to work again. She was no longer poor thanks to Danny's help. Love and kindness were always rewarded. Nikki grew up on a farm in the countryside. His parents were farmers. They had never been to school.
This is for you, Nikki.
Yes, thank you.
Nikki, we'd like you to go to the best school in the country.
Huh? But won't that be expensive?
Don't worry about anything, son. Just do your best.
And so, Nikki went to the best school, while his mother and father worked very hard to pay the school fees. After some months, Nikki returned to the farm for the holidays.
Mother and Father, these are my best friends.
Hello, sons.
Welcome to our farm.
Nikki's parents welcomed his friends warmly. One day, one of the friends showed Nikki's parents a book. When the boys heard that Nikki's parents couldn't read and write, they began laughing.
Did you hear that? Nikki's parents can't read and write. They haven't been to school.
Huh?
Nikki felt very embarrassed.
Why did you tell my friends that you didn't know how to read and write? Everyone will laugh at me.
Nikki's parents felt very hurt, but they didn't say a word. A few days later, Nikki fell ill. He had to stay home for a long time.
I must ask my friends to visit me. I'll feel much better when they come.
Nikki waited for his friends, but they didn't come to see him. Nikki was disappointed, but his parents took very good care of him. They gave him healthy food, spent all their time with him. When Nikki found out how much trouble his parents had taken, he asked for forgiveness.
I'm so sorry, Mother.
Don't worry, son. Just get better soon.
We'll always be there for you. When Nikki went back to school, he studied very hard. He became a doctor. He bought a big house and invited his parents to stay with him. And whenever he met anyone, he always told them to love their parents. Dodo and his father were drummers. They earned money by playing their drums. One day, Dodo heard about a music festival in a faraway town.
Father, we must go for the music festival. There will be many people coming there. We can play our drums for them.
Good idea, son.
So Dodo and his father went for the music festival. The people at the festival liked Dodo and his father's music very much, and they gave them plenty of money. Your music is beautiful. Please take this money.
Thank you.
After the festival was over, Dodo and his father counted their money.
Father, we are rich. We've earned a lot of money.
Yes, Dodo, but let's keep our money safe now. We have to pass by a forest on our way home.
So Dodo and his father walked through the forest. Dodo was still very excited, and so he kept playing his drum.
Dodo, please don't play the drum so often. There might be thieves hiding in the forest. If they hear you, they'll come out and rob us.
Don't worry, Father. Nothing will happen.
So Dodo didn't listen to his father, and he went on playing his drum. Soon, the thieves hiding in the forest heard the sound of Dodo's drums.
I can hear the sound of drumming. There must be some drummers in the forest. They must be returning from the music festival after making a lot of money.
And so the two thieves caught hold of Dodo and his father.
Give us your money, drummers, or we'll break your drums.
Huh?
Huh?
Dodo and his father were left with no choice. They handed all their money to the thieves.
Please take our money, but spare our drums.
After the thieves left, Dodo began to cry.
Father, we were so happy just a short while ago.
I warned you, Dodo. I told you not to keep playing the drum. Too much of anything is dangerous.
You're right, Father. The thieves would have not hurt us had I listened to you.
From then on, Dodo always listened to his father, and he never did too much of anything. Sunny loved eating hazelnuts.
These hazelnuts are so crunchy. They are so delicious.
Sunny, look what I've got for you.
It's a jar full of my favorite hazelnuts. Thank you, Mother. You are really kind.
And I want you to learn to be kind and helpful too. So I'm going to keep this jar on top of the kitchen shelf, and I'll let you have some hazelnuts each time you're kind or helpful.
Huh.
Later that day, Sunny spotted a hungry sparrow.
Oh, that sparrow looks so hungry. I better give it something to eat. Here, little one, share my bread.
And so Sunny shared his food with the sparrow. Sunny's mother was watching him. She felt very happy to see Sunny being kind. And so she let Sunny have some hazelnuts from the jar. Please take some hazelnuts, Sonny. Sonny put his hand into the jar and took out a few hazelnuts.
Thank you, Mother. These are the best hazelnuts I've eaten.
The next day, Sonny's mother saw him being kind to an old lady.
Let me help you.
Since Sonny was being kind, his mother let him have more hazelnuts. You can have a few more hazelnuts, Sonny.
Yummy!
Sonny liked the hazelnuts so much that he wanted more and more of them. The next day, Sonny decided to be very helpful. He helped out with all the chores, and he hoped that his mother would let him have some hazelnuts again.
I'm sure Mother will let me have some more hazelnuts today, and when she does, I'll grab a whole handful.
Sonny's mother was very happy to see him being helpful, and so she let him have more hazelnuts. Sonny, please take some hazelnuts. But Sonny was very greedy this time. He put his hand into the hazelnut jar, and then he tried to pull out a fistful. But the jar's neck was very narrow, and to Sonny's great shock, his hand got caught.
Ow! My hand is stuck in the jar. Mother, help! Ow! What shall I do, Mother? How do I get my hand out?
You must stop being greedy, Sonny. Let go of all the hazelnuts in your fist and just take one or two. If you do that, your hand will come out.
Huh?
Sonny was a good little boy. He decided to stop being greedy and listen to his mother.
Hooray! My hand is free now, and I also have these delicious hazelnuts to eat.
Sonny was never greedy again. He never took more than he could comfortably hold again, for he had learned how being greedy could get him into trouble. The treasure on the farm. Farmer Joe used to work very hard. He had spent many years growing grains on his field. He used to sell the grains in the market and use the money to bring up his 3 sons. But Farmer Joe had grown old now, and his 3 sons had turned out to be very lazy.
Sons, why don't you come with me to the field today? You must learn how to dig and plow the fields, and how to plant seeds in them.
No, Father, we're busy today. It's too hot to work on the fields today.
Farmer Joe fell very ill.
My sons must learn how to work now. I must do something before it's too late.
The next morning, Farmer Joe called his sons.
Sons, I can't work anymore, and all my money is gone.
Huh?
There is a treasure buried in the fields. If you dig the field up, you'll be very rich.
A treasure? Let's dig up the field right now.
The 3 sons then went to the field. They spent the whole day digging it up. But by the time the day ended, the sons hadn't found anything there.
Huh? There's nothing here. Father's grown very old. He must have been imagining things. I have an idea. Let's plant some seeds, since we are here now.
A few days later, Farmer Joe's sons noticed some crops growing on the field. And so, the 3 sons harvested the crops.
Hooray! We are rich! Let's show Father the money. Father, look! We are rich. We have plenty of money.
Ah, so you finally found the treasure.
Huh?
Yes, sons. Your hard work has helped you find the treasure.
The 3 sons thanked their father. They understood how their father had cleverly taught them how hard work was always rewarded. Long ago, there lived an old man. He lived in a village and was a miser. He didn't like to spend any money, even though he had plenty. The old man had earned a lot of money when he was young, but he hadn't spent any of it. He had put all the money in a pot and hidden it in a hole in his garden. Every night, the old man would tiptoe to the garden and then carefully count his money.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000.
One night, a thief entered the old man's garden.
I don't think I'll find anything here. The owner of this house must be very poor.
But just as the thief was about to go, the old man walked into the garden. So the thief hid behind a tree, and the old man dug out his pot of money as usual.
Huh?
The thief was shocked when he saw how much money the old man had. He then quietly dug the pot out and took away the money. The following night, the old man went to count his money again.
Huh? Someone has dug up my pot and stolen all my money.
The old man began to weep so loudly that all the neighbors gathered to see what had happened.
Someone has stolen all my money. I had hidden it here in the garden. Huh? You had hidden your money in the garden? But why did you do that? Why didn't you keep it in a cupboard or a safe in your house? I didn't want to spend my money, and I thought it would be much safer here.
The old man's neighbors were very surprised by the old man's answer. One of them picked up a rock and put it in the hole in the ground.
From now on, you can think that this rock is your money, for it makes no difference. It's always wise to save some money for a rainy day, but if you don't spend your money on yourself, even when you need it the most, it really is of no use to you.
The old man felt very foolish. He wished that he had used some of his hard-earned money on himself. It was a bright and sunny morning. 2 otters who lived near the riverbank woke up. They were brothers.
Good morning, little brother. I'm very hungry today.
Good morning. So am I. Let's eat some breakfast.
And so the 2 otters went to the riverbank. The older otter had very sharp eyes. He immediately spotted a large fish in the river.
Oh, look! There's a plump fish in the river.
The younger otter had very quick paws. He immediately pulled the fish out.
I'll chop this fish into 2 parts. We can eat 1 part each for our breakfast.
I want the part with the fish's head. You can eat the one with the fish's tail.
But I want the part with the head, too.
The 2 otters began to squabble.
I spotted the fish.
I caught it.
I want the fish's head.
No.
He saw the 2 otters squabbling and stopped.
What's wrong? Why are you fighting? My brother isn't giving me the part with the fish's head.
No, I caught the fish, so I must eat the part I want.
The fox was very cunning, and he was hungry too, so he decided to trick the 2 otters.
Stop fighting. You both are brothers after all. Please give me the fish. I will decide who gets to eat which part.
And so the two brothers gave the fox the fish.
I think I should eat the whole part.
Saying this, the fox opened his mouth and gobbled up the whole fish.
Yum! Huh?
The fox ran away as fast as he could. Both the otters felt very foolish.
We both have been very silly. We are brothers, but we gave our fish to the fox, even though he was a stranger.
Let's not fight again. We are brothers after all.
The two otters then went back to the river. They found another fish. The fish wasn't very large or plump this time, but the two brothers shared it without making any fuss. Rocky was a buffalo. He lived under a tree in a forest. Rocky had a very big body, and many of the little animals were afraid of Rocky.
Run! It's Rocky!
But Rocky wasn't one bit cruel. Mickey Monkey was Rocky's neighbor. He lived right above Rocky, and he was always rude and mean to Rocky. Sally Sparrow lived on the same tree, and she would get very angry when she would see Mickey troubling Rocky.
Rocky, Mickey is always troubling you. You must trouble him back so that he stops bothering you.
No, Sally, I don't like troubling anyone. I like to be kind and gentle. For if he doesn't, he'll surely get himself into trouble.
One day, Rocky had a surprise. His brother Stocky came to visit him.
Hello, Rocky.
Hello, brother. It's so nice to see you. Come and sit in the shade. I'll get you something to eat.
And so Rocky's brother sat under the tree while Rocky went to get some food. Soon, Mickey Monkey came out on the tree.
There's that big silly buffalo. I must make fun of him again today.
And so Mickey jumped on Stocky's back, and he pulled his tail and horns very hard, thinking that it was Rocky.
You're a silly buffalo, Rocky, and you look so ugly.
Rocky and Stocky were brothers, and they looked almost the same, but the two of them were very different.
How dare you treat me like that, monkey? Huh?
Stocky spanked Mickey with his tail, and then Stocky flung Mickey far from the forest.
Ow!
That day, Mickey learned a lesson that he never forgot. He understood that it was always best to behave himself and treat others nicely.
Always be kind, polite, and gentle.
Don't be mean or rude or treat anyone badly. Cheep!
Billy was a kid, a young goat. He had just grown a pair of horns, and he was very proud of them. He showed his horns off to all his friends on the farm.
Miss Cow, look at my horns. Don't they look smart?
Moo! Yes, Billy! One day, the farmer took Billy and the other goats to graze in a pasture. It was right next to the woods. All the goats spent their time grazing, but Billy spent most of his time showing the woodland animals his horns.
Rabbit, look at my horns. Don't they look nice?
Billy was having such a good time that he didn't notice a fox who was nearby. The fox was playing a pipe softly and watching Billy.
That kid looks so delicious. I wish I could eat him.
After some time, the farmer gathered all the goats together.
Come on, everyone. It's time to go back to the farm.
All the goats heard the farmer and followed him back to the farm. But Billy didn't hear a thing. He was busy showing a squirrel his horns.
Look at my horns, squirrel. Aren't they smart?
A little while later, Billy realized that he was all alone in the pasture.
Oh no, the farmer has taken the other goats back to the farm. I better hurry and catch up with them.
The fox noticed that Billy was alone.
Aha! I can catch the kid easily now.
And so the fox jumped out and surprised Billy.
Hello, kid. You have such fine horns. Why don't you come with me and tell me about them?
Billy was smart. He immediately understood what the fox wanted, and so he quickly came up with a plan to save himself.
Mr. Fox, I know you want to eat me, and I really don't mind. But before you do, may I ask you to play your pipe? The woodland animals have told me that you're a great musician. I really want to hear your music, and if you allow me, I'll sing along.
The fox felt very flattered. He immediately pulled out his pipe to play a tune.
All right, I'll play a tune, and you must sing along.
Billy used the chance to call the farmer.
Help, 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 help.
The farmer and the other goats heard Billy's voice.
Oh no, one of the kids is still in the pasture. He sounds like he's in trouble. I must go back and get him.
And so the farmer ran to save Billy. The fox was very startled when he saw the farmer.
Oh no, the farmer is coming back. I better run away before he catches me.
And so the fox turned around and ran as fast as he could.
Phew.
The farmer took Billy back to the farm, and Billy felt very lucky that he had been saved. But he also realized his mistake, and he decided that he would never let himself or his mind wander again, for it could get him into trouble.
Don't let yourself or your mind wander, for it can get you into trouble.
Sunny and the King. Once upon a time, there lived a boy named Sunny. He lived with his father in a small hut near the forest. Sunny and his father weren't very rich, but Sunny enjoyed himself and had fun by climbing trees, picking berries, and playing with little animals.
Hello, snail. Hello, grasshopper.
Sunny's father looked after the stables in the king's palace, and one day he invited Sunny to go to the stables with him.
Sonny, would you like to come with me to the stables today?
Yes, Father, I'd love to.
Sunny always liked to go to the stables. He liked the horses there. He often dreamed of riding the king's horses and being a soldier. But there was one horse in the stable that Sunny liked best. His name was Pepper. Pepper was a beautiful horse. He had shining eyes and a beautiful black coat. He was the friendliest horse in the kingdom, too. And Sunny always enjoyed meeting Pepper.
Hi, Pepper. How are you? I brought you some sugar lumps. I hope you like them. I also hope that you'll let me ride on your back when I grow up and become the king's soldier.
Sunny played with Pepper for some time. The two of them had a lot of fun together. And then Sunny even helped feed Pepper some hay for his lunch.
Here's some crisp golden hay for you, Pepper.
Suddenly, Sunny saw something shining in the hay.
Huh? What's that? Oh, it's a necklace, and it looks very precious. It must be the king's.
Just then, Sunny heard the sound of trumpets.
Make way, everyone. His Majesty the King is coming here.
Pepper was the king's favorite horse, too, and the king had come to the stables just to meet him.
Hello, everyone.
Sunny ran to the king the moment he saw him.
Your Majesty, I found this necklace while feeding Pepper. It must be yours. You must have dropped it here.
The king was very surprised to see his necklace.
Why, yes, this is my necklace. I've been looking for it everywhere.
To Sunny's great delight, the king then smiled at him and spoke to him.
Thank you, boy. You're very honest. Tell me, how old are you? And what will you like to be when you grow up?
Sunny couldn't believe that the king was talking to him.
Huh?
But he answered as politely as he could.
I'm 6, Your Majesty. I want to be your soldier and ride Pepper when I grow up.
Is that all? Then let's not wait till you grow up. You can be my soldier right now, and even ride Pepper right now.
Really, Your Majesty?
Yes, and here are 10 gold coins as a reward for returning my necklace. Many other people I know would have kept it, but you're an honest boy. You returned it to me the moment you found it, and so your honesty must be rewarded.
So the king gave Sunny 10 gold coins.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
The king also made Sunny a soldier that day, and he let Sunny ride Pepper for as long as he wanted.
Yay!
Sunny's father felt very proud of Sunny, and Sunny felt very glad that he had chosen to be honest, for honesty is always rewarded.
Let's always be honest.
Sandy was a little crab. He lived in a hole by the sea with his mother and sister. Sandy's sister always liked to follow Sandy around. She thought she knew everything since she was older, and that she must tell Sandy what to do.
Sandy, please don't eat your food like that. You're making a lot of noise. It's not very polite. But sister, this sponge is very spongy, and it's the only way I can eat it.
Sandy would wake up early in the morning. He would have fun swimming in the sea. But Sandy's sister would swim right up to Sandy and tell him how to swim.
No, Sandy, no. That's not how you swim. Huh? But I'm having fun swimming like this, and this is how everybody swims.
Sandy liked to bathe in the sun. The sunshine made him feel very relaxed.
Ah, the sunshine feels so warm.
But whenever Sandy was about to start enjoying himself, his sister would come and scold him.
Sandy, stop bathing in the sun. If you don't, you'll turn as red as a tomato. Huh? But the sunshine is good for me. I like it, and it'll make me stronger.
Sandy always listened to his sister, but he also wished that she would understand that he was smart too, and that she would let him do whatever he liked.
I know my sister wishes me well, but I'm smart too, and I know how to do everything and take care of myself. I wish she would understand.
But Sandy's sister just wouldn't stop. She kept telling Sandy how to do everything.
La 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 la. Sandy, don't sing like that. Huh? Sandy, don't sleep like that.
Huh?
Sandy, don't smile like that. Huh?
Sandy's sister thought she was always right and that Sandy was always wrong. And one day, when Sandy was walking like he always did, his sister came up to him.
Don't walk like that, Sandy. Walk straight ahead with your toes turned in. It'll make you look smarter. Huh?
Now Sandy knew that crabs could only walk sideways, and so he asked his sister to show him how she'd like him to walk.
Sister, I'll surely walk straight ahead with my toes turned in, but you must first show me how you do it.
Of course. And so Sandy's sister turned her toes in and started to walk ahead. But just as Sandy's sister started to walk ahead, she fell flat on her face.
Ow! My poor nose! It hurts so much, and it's just not possible to walk straight ahead.
Sandy didn't say a word to his sister. He helped her stand up and walk again. As for Sandy's sister, she felt very silly. She also realized that Sandy was smart, and she never asked him to do anything again. Monty was a traveling musician. He used to go from place to place, playing the flute. The people who listened to Monty's music gave him money sometimes.
Thank you, thank you.
Monty used to collect all the money he got in a pouch, and he used to keep the pouch with himself. One day, a thief noticed Monty's pouch.
That musician has a lot of money in that pouch.
So the thief came up with a plan to steal the pouch, and the next day, he went up to Monty.
Good morning, sir. My name is Joey. I'd like to work for you. I can help you carry your things around.
I'm sorry, Joey, but I don't have any money to pay you.
I don't want any money, sir. I'll be happy listening to your music.
Monty felt very flattered, and so he let the thief work for him, even though he didn't know him at all. He gave the thief all his things to carry, but he carried the pouch himself. A few days passed, and the thief kept looking for a chance to steal Monty's pouch. But to his disappointment, Monty always kept the pouch with him. And then one morning,
It's the king! Joey, look! The king is coming this way. I must play my flute for him. I'm sure he'll reward me with some money.
That's a good idea, sir. But I have a better idea. The king will give you even more money if you pretend to be poor. If he sees your pouch, he'll know you have plenty of money. So you should give me your pouch to hold.
That's a good idea, Joey.
Monty got very excited by the thief's idea. He also felt very greedy, and so he gave his pouch to the thief to hold, even though he didn't know him well.
Take this, Joey. Keep it safely while I play for the king.
Monty then went to play his flute for the king.
Good morning, Your Majesty. I'd like to play a tune for you.
The king heard Monty's tune.
That was a nice tune, musician. You play very well. But I must get going now. Goodbye.
Huh? No reward for me?
Monty was very disappointed since the king didn't give him any money.
Joey? Huh? Joey? Where are you? Come back, thief! Give me my pouch!
It didn't take Monty very long to realize that he had been tricked. But by that time, the thief was far away with his pouch. Monty felt very foolish. He began to cry.
Oh, Joey was a thief, and I was foolish enough to trust him. I'll never trust anyone I don't know blindly again.
Monty learned a lesson that day that he never forgot, and he never trusted anyone whom he didn't know well. Rusty the rooster woke up with the sun. He had a good night's sleep on a tree branch.
Good morning, everyone. It's time to rise and shine.
Hello, Rusty.
Huh?
Rusty looked down and saw a red fox. He was standing right under the tree.
Oh, it's that greedy fox. I better be careful, or he'll try to eat me, like he's eaten my friends.
Rusty ignored the fox, but the fox called out to Rusty again.
I have come to give you some good news. The lion, the king of our forest, made a new rule last night. He wants us all to follow it now.
Rusty didn't trust the fox too much, but he was still very curious.
What is the Lion King's new rule, Mr. Fox?
The Lion King wants all the animals in the forest to be friends. He wants us all to live like brothers and in peace.
Huh.
Yes, and he wants us to celebrate this rule by going to his den together. He's having a breakfast party for all of us there today. So come down, Rusty. We'll go to the Lion King's den together and have breakfast together there.
Suddenly, some dogs barked in the distance, and the fox was very startled. Well, he was very afraid of dogs, for dogs always chased and troubled him.
Dogs! Oh no!
Rusty noticed how afraid the fox was, and so he used the chance to see if the fox was trying to trick him and eat him.
Mr. Fox, I'm really happy to hear about this new rule. I'd love to join you for breakfast, but let's invite the dogs to join us. They can come with us to the Lion King's den, and we can all have breakfast together.
The fox grew very uncomfortable now.
Are the dogs anywhere nearby, Rusty? Can you see them from your branch?
Rusty couldn't see the dogs anywhere nearby, but he decided to trick the fox in turn.
Yes, they are. In fact, they're coming this way now.
Yikes!
The fox was so scared that he turned around and ran as fast as he could.
Where are you going, Mr. Fox?
No! The dogs will shatter me into pieces.
But you said the Lion King wants all the animals in the forest to be friends, and that he wants us all to live like brothers, also in peace, without troubling each other.
Yes, but I guess the dogs are not aware of this new rule.
Rusty had a good laugh after the fox ran away. He realized that the fox had been tricked easily, and that was because he used to trick everyone else.
Those who trick others, sooner or later, get tricked themselves.
Long, long ago, there lived 3 friends. They made their living by selling spices. One day, one of the friends had an idea.
Let's go to the neighboring country. I've heard that the people there like spices. We can sell our spices to them.
But isn't the neighboring country far away?
No, it isn't. It'll take us just a few days to get there. Come on, let's go.
On the way, the 3 friends came across an enormous desert.
Huh? Friends, look, there's a desert here. It looks really big. This desert is not that big. We'll cross it in no time. Come on, let's go further.
And so the 3 friends went further into the desert.
Oh, it's very hot here. I can't walk any further.
Me too. Let's turn around.
No, let's pitch our tent and rest now. We'll travel at night when it's cooler.
And so the 3 friends rested in the day, and they only traveled at night. This made their journey across the desert much longer. After a few days, all the friends grew very tired.
I'm also tired of carrying all the food, water, and firewood we have. I think we should rest for a day before we go any further. I know how to read the stars, and they're telling me that we are very close to our destination.
Suddenly, a storm broke out in the desert.
Ow, there's sand in my eyes. I can't see a thing. Let's wait for a while. The storm will pass.
In the meanwhile, the camels walked further and further, and in no time they were far away from the 3 men.
Where are our camels? We've lost them. They've gone far away from us. Oh no!
And so the three friends were stuck in the desert for a long time.
I think we've learned our lesson. Let's not be blindly so sure of anything again.
The three friends had learned a lesson. They realized how dangerous it was to be overconfident and too sure of oneself.
The Donkey and the Horse. Once upon a time, there lived a farm owner in a village. He had a donkey and a horse. The horse was always taken good care by the owner. He was given the best food and the care. But the poor donkey did not receive the same treatment. The donkey was very upset about this. He thought, I work so hard, yet I'm not treated well. But on the other hand, the horse doesn't do any work. Still he gets all the attention. As months passed, a war broke out and the owner rode away on his horse to fight the war. After many days, the farm owner and the horse returned to the farm. The horse was wounded very badly. Seeing the wounded horse, the donkey felt very sorry. He realized how he has misjudged the horse and his treatment. He went up to the horse and said, Friend, I'm very sorry. For all these days, I was jealous of you being treated very well. But now I realize why. From that day, the donkey became very friendly to the horse. He became very happy and never ever grumbled again about his treatment. Be content with what you have. Long ago in the forest, there lived a fox. He always enjoyed making fun of other animals. One day, a beautiful crane happened to visit the forest. In a short time, he became very friendly with other animals in the forest. As the fox came to know about it, he got really jealous of the crane. He soon started to work out a plan to trick the crane. Next day, when the crane was alone, the fox slowly approached her and spoke politely. Hello, friend. I heard about your visit to our forest. I'm glad to invite you for a lunch with me tomorrow. The crane was very pleased with the fox. She accepted the offer. Next day, she went to the fox's house. As they sat down for lunch, the fox served her a delicious soup. The crane's mouth watered, but alas, she could not even taste the soup with her long beak, as it was served in a flat plate. The wicked fox laughed at the poor crane and drank up all the delicious soup. The crane got very angry and decided to teach the fox a lesson. She politely invited the fox to her house. The next day, as the fox sat down for food, the wise crane served the food in a long vessel. The crane happily finished her food. The hungry fox, on the other hand, kept looking at the crane enjoy her delicious food. The fox thus realized that doing wicked things to others will be rewarded the same way. From then on, he decided not to make fun of others. The bitter gets bitten. The Wolf and the Crane. Once, a wolf just hunted a prey down. As he was scared of the approaching vultures, he gulped down the prey. For his bad luck, a bone got stuck in his throat. He could neither swallow it nor spit it out. He became helpless. What worsened the matter was, he could not eat a thing. Certainly, an awful state for a greedy wolf to be in. Finally, with no ray of hope, he decided to approach a crane for help. He was sure that she could take it out. The crane was scared of the cunning wolf, so she did not agree to help. The wolf promised that he would not harm the crane. Also, he agreed to reward her handsomely if she helped him out of this difficulty. Now, the crane was very afraid of putting her head in the wolf's throat. But she was good at heart, and so she did what the wolf expected of her. As soon as the wolf was relieved of the sticking bone, he began to walk away. "But what of my reward that you had promised?" the anxious crane called out. "Reward? Haven't you already got it? Is it not enough that I did not chop your head off when I had a chance to?" replied the wolf with a cunning smile. Do not expect any reward for serving the wicked.